going to answer this question? This one is the equation that involves solve. So what are we going to do? Can you first try it in your book and tell me what you have? So we are going to solve it together. So what do we do? So quickly try it and tell me what you have then before we solve it together. Can we try it? What do we have? So all our question is complete. Okay, x is 20. Is it 20? Others, what do you have? Kate, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming to our classroom. You are just joining us now. You are welcome. All right, so let's answer this question. So we have solution. We have 2 root x is equals to 10. First, like, what is the first thing I'm going to do? What's going to be the first step for us to answer this? Now, first thing to do is we are going to remove these 2 here. Remove the root first. No, first is to remove these 2. And how do we remove it? We are going to divide. Okay, so I'll divide here by 2. I'll divide here by 2. Did you understand it? Then these 2 remove. So I have root x equals to 10 divided by 2. 10 divided 2, what do we have? So 10 divided by 2, and that will give us 5. So I have 5. Now what next again? Now all we need to do is, I need to remove the sign of the root. And how will I remove the sign of the root? Okay, now to remove this is going to be, we are going to square both sides. Okay, so we square both sides. Now I will square this place. I will square this place so that I can remove that root. So this root remove, I have x equals to, now what is square root of 25? So what is the square root of 25? So the square root of 25, and that will give us, sorry, the square root of 5 will give us 25. So our x is 25, and that is the answer. So did you understand it? Like, is it clear to you? Did you get it? Now, if this one is clear, let's try another question. Let's see. That is not wrong, guys. Somebody said that 5 square is 25. That is wrong. It's not wrong. 5 square, yes, 5 square means 5 times 5 in 2 places, and that will give you 25. Yeah. Okay, now are you ready for the next one? Next question. So let's see what we have next. Okay, now look at the next question. So this is a question that involves sword. All right, now number 2, let's see. So look at that number 2. I have root x plus 3 is equals to 4. So what are we going to do on this one? So look at this one, like look at this. How do we answer this question? So what are we going to do first? So what do we do? Now all we need to do is, let me set square box side. Okay, now first we have the square root of x plus 3 is equals to 4. Now what are we going to do? Now I want to remove this sign of the root. And how will I remove it? By squaring both sides. Okay, now I'll square this side, then I'll square this side. So this square remove. Did you see it? So I'm left with x plus 3 is equals to, now what is 4 square? 4 square will give us how many? Everybody, what is 4 square? KK. Thank you. 16, correct. Now, first square means that we are going to multiply 4 2 times. AB is not 8. Because once you square it, it will give you 16. Correct. So we have 16. Now, what's next again? Thank you very much for your response. Now, what's next? Next is, I will remove this 3 from here. And how will I remove it? Exactly. So move this to this side. So we have x equals to 16. If the 3 move to the right, will it be plus or minus? No. Thank you very much. So when you take it to the right, we are getting minus 3. So x is equals to 16 minus 3. And that will give you 13. Exactly. So that is the answer. So did you understand it? Is it clear to everybody? So if it's not clear, ask question like, tell me the place you did not understand so that I will explain it again. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming. Now, are you ready for the next one? Okay, look at this one. Let's try another one. Let's see. Look at this one. So I have root x minus 2 plus 3 is equals to 7. Now, we are asked to find x. Look at this one. It's very, very simple. Very simple. So what do we do? Solution. So we have root x minus 2 plus 3 is equals to 7. Now, what are we going to do? Anybody? What is the first step for you to solve this equation? So what is going to be the first step? Okay. Now, first, all we need to do is the one that is not inside the root. So these 3 will move to the right side. Okay? So I'm taking these 3 to the right, and that will be root x minus 2 equals to 7. Now, if the 3 move to the right, so will it be plus or minus? Will it be plus or minus if I move it to the right? So the 3, once the 3 remove, so we are going to get minus 3. So we have root x minus 2 equals to, now 7 minus 3, what do we have? 7 minus 3. So that will give us 4. So we have 4. Now at this point, what next again? I need to remove the sign of the root. And how will I remove it? What will I do? So we need to do something to remove it. So all we need to do is to take the square root of both sides. Yes. So you square this place. You square this place. Now this square remove the root. So we have x minus 2 equals to. Now what is first square again? Everybody first square. Yes, so first square will give us, that will give us 16. We have 16 again. So what do we do next? Next now is to get the final answer. And how will I remove these 2 to the right? So first, once I take the 2 to the right, the sign will change. So move it to the right. So we have x is equals to 16. If the 2 move to the right, will it be plus or minus? I'm fine, guys. So that will give us plus 2. And x is equals to 16 plus 2 will give you 18. And that is the final answer. So a round of applause for yourself. You guys are wonderful. So did you understand it? Yes. So the answer is 18. Correct. Please, did you understand it? Can we proceed if this one is clear? Look at it. Look at the board very well. If it's not clear, let me know so that I will explain it. So can we try another one now? So the question is very, very simple. All right. Thank you so much for your response. Thank you very much. Now let's try another one. Let's see. So look at this. So I have root 2x minus 1 is equals to 5. 2x minus 1 equals to 5. So what do we do? So first, let's bring it down. So we have root 2x minus 1 is equals to 5. So what is going to be the first step? Like what would be our first step here? So what do you think we are going to do? KK, thank you very much. Now first is to square both sides. Hear me? Thank you, officer. So we are going to square both sides. So I'll square here. I'll square here. Now this square will remove this. So I have 2x minus 1 equals to. Now what is 5 square? Everybody, what is our 5 square? If you square 5, what do we have? We have 25 without wasting time. So that will give us 25. Good job. Then what next again? Like what do you think? Why are we saying no? What is it? What happened? Like, is it not clear to you? Okay, now I can see that you are now following. Now all we need to do now is look at it. We square this place, we have 25. So next I'll move this one to the right. Okay, and that will be, we have 2x equals to 25. If the one moves to the right, will it be plus or minus? Batman, thank you for joining us. So what are we going to get? So we are getting plus 1. Okay? So we have 2x equals to, now 25 plus 1 will give you 26. Then what next again? Then next is, I need to remove these 2 here. How will I remove it? What will I do? So we divide both sides. So divide here by 2, divide here by 2, this remove. And we have x equals to 26 divide 2. So what is going to be the final answer? Hey, Mommy Siva, thank you for joining. Hi, Tiff, thank you for coming back. So what do we have? So the final answer is going to be, everybody, what do you think? So we are getting 13, correct? So that will give us 13, and that is the answer. So did you understand? So now that is clear, a round of applause for yourself. You guys are wonderful. Correct. So can we try another one? Are we ready for the next question? We are moving forward. Are we ready? Okay, so let's try this one. If you are just joining us, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are just coming to our classroom now, you are welcome. Mommy Siva, I've started going live on this YouTube, so it's showing there now. As I just watching here, it's still showing there. Yes, thank you. So we have this. Now we have root s squared minus 7 is equals to 3. So you can check it. Yes, Mommy Siva, are you still here with us? So it's still showing on my list on YouTube. Yes, I've started going live there now. So look at this. So we have root s squared minus 7 is equals to 3. So what are we going to do? What do we do here? Olamide, you're welcome. Now, all we need to do now is, first, you see the sign of root, we are going to clear it. So how do we remove it? How are we going to remove it? Then, okay. Now, first is to take the square of both sides. Okay. So we take the square of both sides. Square this, please. You square this, please. This remove. So I have s squared minus 7 equals to. Now, what is 3 squared? 3 squared, what do we have? 9. Correct. So I have 9. Then what next again? Bella, thank you. Now, next thing to do now is we move the 7 to the right. Okay, so take it to the right side. And that will be, so we have s squared equals to 9. If the 7 move to the right, will it be plus or minus? Will it be plus or minus? So it's going to be plus 7. So we have s squared equals to 9 plus 7. What do we have? So 9 plus 7, and that will give us 16. Correct. Now, to remove this square here, what do we do? What do we do? To remove this square here, so to remove this square, so now all we need to do is to take the square root. See, if I have square, to remove it, We take the square root of both sides. Yes, exactly. So we take the square root. We take the square root. This remove. So we have x equals to plus or minus. What is square root of 16? So the square root of 16 is going to be 4. It's gonna be 2 of them. Yes, so we have 4. So x is equals to 4 or x is equals to minus 4. Finish. And that is the answer. So did you understand it? Is it clear to you? So if it's not clear, ask question. Like, tell me the place you did not understand. If you did not get it. So is it clear to everybody? Alright, so kindly take your screenshot. Move to right. Okay. Now can you see the board? Yeah, mommy, see, I said I've started going live on this YouTube. So like now, as you guys are watching now, is also showing on my YouTube. Yes. So from now henceforth, I got a phone. I got another phone, so that was how I was able to go live on that YouTube. So from now henceforth, you guys will be seeing me on there on YouTube more. On YouTube more. Okay. So are you ready for the next one? Are we ready? So if you did not understand, let me know. Tell me the place you did not understand. If it's not clear, let me know. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's see. So look at this one. I have root s squared plus 7 minus 4 is equals to 0. So what are we going to do? What do we do first? So what is going to be our first step? So first is, let's write the solution. So solution. So we have root s squared plus 7 minus 4 equals to 0. Move 4 to the right, okay? So I'm taking 4 to the right. So we have root s squared plus 7 equals to 0. If the 4 move to the right, we leave it plus or minus. Plus or minus. So it becomes plus 4. Okay. So we have plus 4. So we have root s squared plus 7 equals to 0 plus 4 will give me 4. Then what next again? Now, next thing to do now is, look at it. I want to remove this sign of the root. So how do we remove it? So we square both sides, okay? So we are squaring both sides, correct? Square here, square here. This remove. I have s squared plus 7 equals to 4 square. Now we still have our 4 square. 4 square means 4 square. So 4 square is 16, correct? So that will give us 16. So this is what we have left. We have s squared plus 7 equals 16. Then what do we have next? Like, what are we going to do next? what do we do next? Now all we need to do is we are moving this to the right. So we have x squared equals to 16. If the 7 move to the right, will it be plus or minus? So that will give us minus, correct? So we have x squared equals to, now 16 minus 7, what do we have? So you have 16, you remove 7. Then how many is going to remain? 9, correct. 9 is 1, 9 is 1. So we have 9. Then to remove the sign of the square, what next again? So we are going to take the square root of both sides. This remove, and x is equals to plus or minus the square root of 9. So the square root of 9 will give us 3. This pi, thank you so much for coming. Huh? How are you? So x is 3 or s is equals to minus 3. So any of these satisfy the equation. So did you understand it? Is it clear to you? If it's not clear, let me know. If you did not understand it, like if it's not clear to you, let me know. So is it clear? Okay, so now that is clear, then let's try another one. Let's see. Okay, so ready? So look at this one. Let's see. So I have this. It said if root 9x plus root x is equal to 2. Now find x. So how are we going to solve this one? Look at this one. Look at it. So let's think of how to answer this question. So what are we going to do first? Let's see. Okay. So now first, all we need to do is let's write our solution to bring the question down. So we have root 9x plus root x equals to 2. Can we add it? Can we add root 9x plus x? Is it possible? Can we plus it? We can add root 9x, but the root is not the same. It's not possible. This is 9x, this is x, so we can't add it. Remember that if it's addition of sub, the root must be the same. But looking at it like this, the root is not the same. So what do we do? Like, what are we going to do? Okay, now let's do it together. Let's see. Okay, so this is, we are going to separate it because what we have here, we can separate it as like this, as root 9 multiplying root x, okay, then plus root x equals to 2. You can see that I separated it. Now, what is the square root of 9? What is the square root of 9? What do we have? So the square root of 9 is 3, correct? So we have 3. Now 3 times root x will give you 3 root x plus root x is equals to 2. Did you understand it? Did you understand it? Why? Like why we have 3 root x like this? Did you get it? Please, if it's not clear, let me know. Okay. If it's not clear, let me know. So now next is look at it. We are going to add this together, plus it together. Now, this is the coefficient of this x3. This one, the coefficient is going to be 1. Okay, so we are getting 1 here. So 3 plus 1, what are we going to get? 3 plus 1, what do we have? So we have, that will give us 4. So we have 4 root x equals to 2. So what we have here is 4 root x equals to 2. Now next is to remove this 4 here. How are we going to remove it? I want to remove the 4. So what will I do? So now all we need to do is we divide both sides. Okay? So divide here by 4, divide here by 4. This remove, and we have root x equals to. Now 2 and 4, can they divide? 2 and 4, like can they divide? Is it possible? So we divide it. 2 divide 2. 2 divide 2 is 1, and 4 divide 2 will give us 2. Okay, so we have 1 over 2. Now this is what is remaining. Look at it. We have root x equals to 1 over 2. So what do we do so that we can get the final answer? So what do you think we are going to do? What do we do? So next is we are going to, no, it's not divide. To remove this sign of the root, we need to square both sides. Yes, you square both sides like this. You square here like this. So this square remove, we have x equals 2. Now what is 1 over 2 square? 1 over 2 square. So what do we have? Yes, 1 over 2 square is what? It's going to be 1 over 4. Yes, how? Because 1 is square. One square is 1. Then over 2 square, which is 2 times 2. And that will give us 4. So our x is 1 over 4. Did you understand it? Is it clear to you? So if it's not clear, let me know. Like if you did not understand it, let me know. So these are our final answer. Yeah. So look at it. Let me know if it's not clear so that we can explain it and do it together. So look at it and let me know. A little bit. Keep going. Okay. Thank you so much, Mommy Siva. Thank you. So are you ready for the next one? Thank you so much, Mommy Siva. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's try another one. Let's see. So we are moving forward. Let's try this one. We have so many questions here. So I have 3 root x is equals to 2 root 3. Okay, so look at it. Now all we need to do is we are going to bring it down. 3 root x is equals to 2 root 3. So what do we do? First, like what are we going to do? Now first, all we need to do is, anybody? Look at it. So what do we do first? So first, we are going to divide, yes. So divide here by 3, divide here by 3. This remove. So we have root x equals to, now we have this. Can we divide this one? Can we divide here? It's not possible. Division can't take place. We can't divide. So what next again? Now, all we need to do now is to remove this sign of the root. We are going to take the square of both sides, yes. So we square here, then we square here. This remove, okay? Now, it means that this place I'm left with x equals to, now when you check this bracket, it means that everything in the bracket is squared. Now what do we do? So you bring out the 2. So we have 2 square times, this one also is square, root 3 all square over then 3 square. Did you understand it? Let me eat it. Thank you so much for coming. Now, all we need to do now is, so what is 2 square? 2 square is, so 2 square will give us 4, correct? So we have 4 times, now what is 3 square? 3 square, like 3 square means the square will remove this. So we have times 3 over, now what is 3 square? 3 square is going to give you, that will give us 9. So we have x equals to 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 will give us 12. Then divided by 9. Now 12 and 9, can we divide it? Can they divide? Like, is it possible for them to divide? Is it possible? So we divide it by 3. Yeah. So how many 3 in 12? How many 3 in 12 will give us 4? And how many 3 in 9? How many 3 in 9? And that will give us 3. So 4 and 3, can we still divide it? 4 and 3, can we still divide it? No, we can't divide it. So we can now multiply. Sorry, we can now change it to a mixed fraction. So how many 3 in 4? How many 3 in 4? So that will give us 1. Then remainder, how many? Like it's going to have a remainder of 1. So we have a remainder of 1. Yes. And that will be 1 over 2. And that is the answer. So we have gotten the value of x. So did you understand it? Like, is it clear to you? If you said no, tell me the place that you did not understand. If you said no, yeah. Learn with Edie. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much. So if you said no, what do we do? Like, I want to know. Okay, somebody said it's this place. How many 3 in 4 is 1? Look at the 1 and whole number. Anything that is remaining, write it 1 over 3. So clear now? Any more question? More question? All right, you're welcome, guys. So if there is no more question, then we'll try another one. So let's try another one. Let's see. You're just joining now. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, look at this. I have root x all over root 2 is equals to 3 root 2. So what are we going to do? So let's first write our solution to bring the question down. So solution. So we have root x over root 2 equals to 3 root 2. So now all we need to do is, like, what do you think we are going to do first? Remember that we are looking for x. So what is the first step? Look at it. What is going to be the first step? Square both sides. Okay, you try, but I don't want to square both sides now, but I'll square both sides, but not now. Look at it again. So what next again? Oh, guys, let's first of all change our dates. Good morning, everybody. Guys, if you are watching from Nigeria, our time have changed. So we are already on Thursday. So today is 28th already. So good morning, everyone. It depends on where you are watching from. Okay, cancel the x and the top two, take the reduced root. Okay, divide the whole thing by 1. All right, now everybody try. Everybody try. Now, first thing to do, if this one is a fraction, now I'll make this to be over 1. Okay, now we cross multiply. This multiply this, and that will give me root x equal to. Now you know that if this is multiplying this, first of all, bring out your 3. You put your root. You multiply the one inside the root. 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, what do we have? 2 times 2, everybody. Like what do we have? 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 will give us, that should give us 4. Yes, so we have 4. Then I'll write 4 here. Then next thing again is root x equals to 3, because this is like is multiplying it. What is the square root of 4? What is square root of 4? 2. So we put 2. So we have root x equals to 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 will give us 6. Now, at this point, this is what is remaining. Look at it. We have root x is equals to 6. Then what do we do next? Square both sides. Exactly. Now at this point, we can now square both sides. So you square here, you square here. This remove. And x is, now what is 6 squared? 6 squared is equals to what? So 6 squared, and that will give us, so that will give us 36. Yeah, so we are getting 36. And that is the answer. So did you understand it? Is it clear to everybody? Oh, thank you so much, Shania. God will bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you. So, did you understand it, guys? Okay, so now that is clear, so we'll try another one. If it's not clear, kindly let me know in the comment section. Like, tell me the place you did not understand so that we can do it together. But if it's clear, then we'll move forward. Okay? So, are you ready for the next one? Okay, so let's think of. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So let's try another one. Let's see. So look at this. I have 5x minus root 27 is equals to root 12. So what are we going to do? Everybody, look at this question. So what do you think we are going to do first? So what do you think we are going to do? So guys, our target, we are left with 8.1 to go. We have 8.1, guys, to meet our target for this month. 8.1 to go. So now at this point, so what are we going to do? Let's look at it though. Like, let's think of how to simplify the roots. Okay. So Mommy Siva said first we should simplify the roots. Then others, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think we are going to do? So what do you think first? So now first we have solution. I have 5x minus root 27 equals to root 12. But if you check this number, can we get the square root of 27? Is it possible? 27, like, can we get the square root? No. Then, what of 12? Can we get the square root of 12? No, we can't get it. It's not possible. But now what do we do? So at this point, we are going to move this to the right. Take it to the right. So we have 5x equals to root 12. Now, if this one move, minus we change to plus 27. Then what next again? Now, next is these two, can we plus it together? Addition of stud. Can we add these two together? No, Mommy Siba, no, we can't add it because the root is not the same. Okay, so now all we need to do is to like make it to have same root. So we have 5x equals to, now what is the square root of, sorry, 12? What perfect number multiply with any number that will give us 12? A perfect number means number that has square root. So number that has square root. So what perfect number multiply with any number that will give us 12? 3 times 4 or 4 times 3, correct? So 4 times 3 plus, then 27. 27 is the same thing as what? A perfect number times any number that will give us 27. 3 times 9 or 9 times 3. 9 times 3. So we have 5x equals to, now what is there? We are going to separate it. So we have root 4 times root 3, then plus root 9 times root 3. So we have 5x equals to, what is square root of 4? So what is the square root of 4? So the square root of 4 will give us, that will give us 2, right? So we have 2. Then I'll write 2 here. The square root of 3, like 3, does it have a perfect square root? 3. No. So I'm going to write 2 root 3 plus, what is square root of 9?